Hi guys, it's Marissa here, back with another video. I know I've been gone for like a month, but I have like video ideas that I just didn't get around to doing. So here we are. I've got something to show you. It's in relation to crocheting, and this has taken me about, I want to say 3 weeks to like a month to make, because there was so much going on. It was such a faff and everything. It was just really irritating. But I'm going to talk to you about how I made this basket. It's not the most appealing, and I honestly do not care. I just wanted another basket that I could put all my yarn into and it would like stay upright. So the basket, I kind of started off following a pattern that said I could use macrame cord, and that's where I went off of. You can probably like, I don't know, you probably won't be able to guess how much money I spent on this if you don't do like crochet or anything, but even if you do, you probably won't understand how much money I spent on this. To make it, not even buy it, to make it. So I started off with the pattern that I found on the internet, on Google, and I was following that. I wanted a sturdy basket because the one that I have at the moment is quite floppy and it just falls on the ground and it just stays there, and it doesn't really like hold up or anything. And when I was doing the sides, I realised that it actually wasn't going to be sturdy and it kept flopping all over the place. So I was like, okay, fine, let me find another pattern. And so I found another pattern, and then had to undo everything, had to frog everything out, and then I started on that pattern, and then I realised the same thing for that as well. It was just such a faff and so ridiculous. Like, I bought a few balls of macrame cord because it said I needed like 300 yards or whatever for it, and I realised that it wouldn't be enough, so I had to buy more. After the first pattern that I used, every other crochet basket pattern that I looked at afterwards was saying to use t-shirt yarn, and I didn't want to go ahead and buy t-shirt yarn because I already spent so much money on the macrame cord. So I just continued on with the macrame cord since I already have it and I wouldn't really be using it for anything else. But it would have been cheaper, it definitely would have been cheaper, because the macrame cord balls was like 9 quid for 100 grams or something, whereas for the t-shirt yarn you get 850 grams of the yarn for 9 quid. So I should have just done that, but I didn't realise, because I was continuing on with the materials that was meant for the first basket pattern I used. So long story short, it took forever and I was going through so many different patterns. I came across a pattern on Etsy and it looked like the height that I wanted it to get to. So I was like, okay, that looks cool, but before I buy it, let me ask the buyer if it's okay if I can use macrame cord and will it still give me the same result. She said it would, so I bought the pattern and I started to go from there. So again, I had to frog out everything that I already did and start again. So I did the big base at the bottom, as you can see. Started off with a magic ring and then just kept going round until it told me to stop. I think got to about like round 11 or something, and then you built up on the sides and it would just be straight. But it didn't do that, it didn't want to be straight. And it ended up flopping. At first it looked promising actually. When I got to like around here for the purple, it looked promising, like it would actually stand up by itself. Unfortunately it didn't stay that way, it actually flopped over because it was, I think macrame cord is a bit more of a denser material than t-shirt yarn, which is why it was falling over. But I did ask the person if macrame cord was okay to use and she said it was, so I was following off from that. I kept building up and building up, and then I realised that I wasn't going to have enough to make the height of it, so then I bought more balls. And then at that point of buying the last amount of balls needed for this basket, I decided to total up what I had on my account and see how much I actually bought in my orders, and it turned out that I'm just for this basket, for only macrame cord, close to £200. And I never thought I would get there. I never thought I would get there with trying to make this basket. All I wanted was a basket that was sturdy. That's all I wanted. And I was like, are you joking? I've spent like £200 on making the basket with material that turned out not to be that great to use. I just continued on, and I was like, you know what, I got to a point, it was like this I don't know if I can try and show it. So you got the base here, and it just like was like this tall, and it was flopping over itself, and I was like, you know what, I have like 4 more balls of crochet of macrame cord left. Should I just make another base, add it on the inside, fold this in, and then just sew it together? And that's what I've done. That's what I ended up doing, because I was so sick of everything. I wasn't gonna frog it all and try to go for another pattern because it didn't make sense to me. Instead, I made another base on the inside of the rest of the macrame cord balls I had left. As you can see, inside it's different than what it is on the outside. If I can actually show you, oh my gosh, it's like very dark. But like this is like all blue here, and then you've got like khaki sort of colour, and then you've got more blue here. These two aren't the same colour, that one's lighter than this. Then you've got like the purple-ish, pink purple thing here, but then on the outside you've just got like a beige colour. So I made another base, and then I folded it in and sewed the new base and the folded bit together, which is so yeah, that's all sewed together here. And then I decided to add handles because I had remaining yarn, so I've added handles on here and on here, and so they just were sewed on the inside, and this is what I have now. This is what it looks like. You've got all the handle stuff here that's attached to it, and that's the other base, and then that's where I sewed it all together, and then I tied it up for the inside. But this is what it looks like. This is how it sits now. This is the basket I have at the moment that I made like ages ago, and it's very floppy. It like reaches the floor, like the sides reach the floor. There's like handles or whatever, but it doesn't like really help with anything, and it's just not great. It's not great. I made it around the same sort of time when I started crocheting, so yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment. That's my new basket, my new crochet project that I have completed. That's going to be added to my collection now, but it's there so I can put my yarn in and it can just stand upright. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to like update you on the basket stuff because I was putting it on my Instagram story, so if you were like looking at that, then now you know it's been finished. And yeah, I'm still crocheting and stuff. I've got like commissions running and stuff, and I've got like a commission form that I'll put down in the description below if you ever want to get a commission from me, a commissioned crochet project from me. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'll be uploading more hopefully, but I just need to manage my time properly because I am quite busy with work as well. But I'm finally able to like record videos and stuff with the sun still being out because it's getting closer to spring. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day / night wherever you are, and I will see you when I see you in the next video.